Yeah, hey everybody, this is Ian from Mindful Marketplace, and in this video, I'm going to cover something that you may be interested in, you may not be interested in. But in the last couple weeks, as some of you already know, I've been exploring the card platform in a lot more detail, and really kind of hooking up with some folks who are doing some pretty innovative things relative to card, right? So it can be far more than simply a landing page style profile site for your alternative to an about.me sort of page, which is really kind of what I thought card was all along. But what I've learned in the last couple of weeks, as I've explored some of the ways that we could use this in our own community, I'm learning that there are really some powerful ways of expanding and extending and doing some really innovative things on card that I think 99% of people don't realize. And if you're building a community or a directory or a marketplace like we are, I think you may find this is really an ideal way to affordably launch something on a bootstrap budget. So here is a simple template for marketplaces, right? So essentially, all of these little cards, within card, no pun intended, are um, links to other people and products and platforms that we are using or recommending. Actually, let me just double back and say this is the template for that. I have another live example that's actually completed. This is just a backup copy. So all of these cards individually are, or actually are in our main project, links to either people or products or platforms that pay us a commission or that conceivably will be paying us a commission. Some of these I pre-populated with products like Gumroad products that I think are a good fit for a mindfulness-oriented community, and then basically emailing or have someone who is emailing for me a introduction and essentially a request to join their affiliate program so we can promote their stuff. And again, we have already an example where they can see their product being promoted on our platform, right? So that's just a little way of hopefully, encouraging folks to be more receptive to the notion of saying yes. Um, but this is really easy to do in card, and essentially all you really need to know how to navigate are these little boxes, right? These little tabs. Doobie, come here, buddy. It's my girlfriend's dog who really generally likes to misbehave exactly when I'm starting to record these videos. Doobie, come here. Come here, buddy. So you can change, this, uh, you know, the image on that product here. If that's a person, obviously you would leave it as a person. You can have you can set the link URL. Actually, I learned the hard way. I think the link URL, no, is set here. I may be lying here. That's not true. Actually, I have to go down here. Let me back out of this so you can see exactly what I'm doing. You don't want to set the link URL on the picture in this case, or you could, but you want to do it on the resource side. So where it says button and free resource, if you click on that, you'll see the resource, and I could change this to my own link. I'm going to save it here. Hopefully you can see that. I know only a portion of my screen is being saved or is being recorded. And then you can see actually the live site is now going to have a link that I just set here, goes to our partners at mindfulmarketplace.com landing page, right? And you can really do this by dint of invite, right? So you can invite people to add their products, their content, their courses, their coaching, whatever is relevant to your particular community. Or you could preemptively add products and people and platforms that you want to promote, right? So this is uniquely salient or effective for enterprise level products. So if you're promoting, let's say, Shopify or GoDaddy or Aweber or any, whatever the niche is that you're operating within. I am giving you examples from a marketing niche, obviously, but all of those, um, you know, platforms are reasonably easy to get approved to promote their platforms, right? So, by virtue of adding something like this to your marketplace and then simply reaching out saying, hey, my name is Ian, I'm building a marketplace in this niche. And we've added you already. We're big fans of, Aweber or GoDaddy or Podia or Shopify or whomever it may be. Here's the link, and we'd love, to get an official link so that we can promote you as a enthusiastic affiliate. You can do that obviously with people, with products, with programs, with platforms, and pretty much have a 100% success rate with your applications. But anyway, this is a much easier alternative than something like WordPress. You can do this on WordPress, obviously, but there's a lot more involved. You need, there's just different requirements, base requirements, hosting, you need WooCommerce. All of it's easy. I'm not saying it's not easy to do it on WordPress. It certainly is. But I really like Card for these sorts of projects. And the more I experiment with Card, uh, didn't want to do that, the more I actually really see how incredibly useful it can be for building out all sorts of different kinds of projects, platforms, and niche communities of all types. I've also just by dint of sheer kind of, I don't want to call it aggressiveness, but I've just reached out to a lot of folks who are already expert in the Card product. And by virtue of having done that, I've now gotten access to all sorts of great themes and templates and some, offers to collaborate on different things. So that always, just that human element is super duper important in whatever it is that you're building. And obviously, something like this is no different. So, yeah, I mean, if you're interested in building something like this on Card's super affordable, really inexpensive, and you can build lots of these style products in a no code kind of way, literally in a couple days. I mean, this is a speed oriented process. So if you're interested in that, I would check out Card. And if you'd like to talk to me about how you can incorporate this sort of approach into your own business, send me an email, hi@mindfulmarketplace.com. I'm going to be doing some consulting, I think, in January with folks who want to use Card in some cool and creative ways. And I think by virtue of some of these relationships that I'm building now within the Card, kind of ecosystem, I'll be in a position to help some folks do some things that they might not be able to do on your own, or even things I couldn't do on my own because I don't know the product as well as some of the folks I'm connecting with now who do. All right, so I hope that's been helpful. There are many, many different ways of extending upon this idea. I'm actually going to do a bunch of recordings on Card, and I may actually do even a marketing course on using this sort of platform to build an online agency, to build a digital studio of your, whatever preference or niche or community or locality that you're trying to establish some presence in. And yeah, I'm excited about this. in a way that I haven't really been excited about much else in the last year or so. Okie doke, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day.